Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. How about we make a Valentine's Day treat? And you think this box is filled with chocolates, but not. It's filled with tiny little cookies called Ghraybeh, which is a Middle Eastern shortbread cookie. It's very buttery. To make Ghraybeh, I'm gonna use ghee instead of butter, and ghee is a clarified butter. We're gonna need 250 grams, which is 1 cup of cold ghee. We also gonna need 200 grams, which is 2 cups of powdered sugar. 500 grams, which is 4 standard cups of flour. And this is optional, but I would like to try it this way. I'm gonna use 4 tablespoons, which is 1/4 of a cup of powdered milk. This will affect the flavor and the texture of the cookie. The cookie is gonna get very milky and flaky. It's gonna melt in your mouth when you eat it, and the texture of it is gonna get very creamy. It's because of the milk powder. But if you don't have one or don't want to use one, you can simply just add vanilla extract to get a little bit more flavor out of this cookie. And here's an additional flavor enhancement, as I am gonna use 1/4 teaspoon of rose water, or you can use an orange blossom water. As far as the decorations, it's unlimited to your imagination. Since I'm using the rose water, I'm gonna use tiny little roses as decoration, or you can use any types of dragée. And to secure all your decorations onto the cookies, we can use the icing. And here the little hearts you could use, or you can use pistachios. I was searching long to find a box to display my beautiful cookies, and I found one. If you guys interested in where I got the boxes for these beautiful cookies, which also can be used for any type of desserts, tiny desserts, you can display your meringue kisses in these boxes or simply filled it with chocolate. But this box is quite amazing. And there's a certain way you put it together, and I'm gonna show it to you how to put it together. If you are interested in these boxes, I will enclose the link in a description box where I got mine. But as you can see, it's sort of like origami. It took me a while to figure out how to put this together. I actually had to watch the video on the company site and how to put these boxes together. But when they all put together, they look absolutely beautiful. So here you are. You could watch how I put this box together for the future references. As you will watch me putting this box together, I want to talk to you a little bit about Middle Eastern desserts. And this specific cookie I will be making called Ghraybeh. This cookie practically melts in your mouth. It's a staple cookie all over Middle East, and everybody has a different recipe. I have posted a recipe on my channel using the butter, so this one I'm trying a different way of making it. But this cookie is very buttery and it melts in your mouth. It only has 3 ingredients, which is butter or ghee, then powdered sugar and flour. The most important step in making these cookies is to keep them white. They cannot get browned, and the only way you can achieve that if you use a lower temperature, and you bake them for a shorter time, and then you let them set. As soon as you take them out of the oven, you will let them set on the baking sheet until they are ready. And the reason they are very popular in the Middle East is because you can decorate them or shape them anytime you want. You can make them round, you can make them like little rings, you can mold them into different molds, and they are absolutely delicious cookies. I'm gonna use this tiny little ice cream scoop to portion my cookies because you can see it fits perfectly in these compartments. In a bowl of a stand-up mixer, add your cold ghee, and we're gonna use a whisk attachment. At first, this ghee has to soften a little bit before we can start the whipping process. And this process takes some time, so I think to get it completely white, it took me almost 10 minutes. So you will frequently lift up your mixer, scrape the sides of your bowl, and then whip it again. So we're trying to reach a very creamy consistency and almost like a stiff peaks of your ghee, and as you will see, it's gonna get wider and wider. It's gonna start whipping up. To be honest with you, before I used this recipe, I had no idea you can whip up ghee to that creamy consistency. Then we're gonna add our powdered sugar, and we're keeping the whisk attachment on because now that ghee is gonna get whipped up with powdered sugar. And you will see, I mean, at first it's gonna be lumpy, but then when the powdered sugar is gonna get mixed into the ghee, the consistency of it is gonna change and it's gonna look very creamy and will be very white. At this point you can add your flavor. I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of rose water. But if you don't have a rose water, you can add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then we're going to add our flour mixed in with milk powder. And as you can see, I pour that flour right directly onto the whisk attachment. This way it will help me to clean it, because when the flour hit the butter, it's going to be easier to clean it for you. So there was a reason why I did that, so the butter can just fall off into the bowl. Now we're going to switch our attachment into a paddle attachment, and we're going to mix in the flour with butter. And this is a very interesting process, and it could be done in a food processor too. At first you will see a lot of crumbs and you will think there's no way it can turn into any type of dough. But as like making a short pastry for your pies, when the flour gets mixed in to a buttery consistency, it's gonna start forming the dough. And at first you're gonna see small lumps, then you're gonna see a larger ones, and you will see that the bowl is gonna get cleaned on the side. It means your dough is forming. And when it starts rolling like this and it's gonna form into a ball, this dough is ready. You see how easy it comes off your paddle attachment? It means it's completely mixed in. And this is what it looks like. It almost looks like Play-Doh. It is a really beautiful dough and very, very, to touch, it feels like a Play-Doh. So you can mold this dough into beautiful cookies, and this is a test for you. You see, they're not even cracking. They're very, very smooth. Have a baking tray lined with a parchment paper, and we're going to use that tiny little ice cream scoop to portion out our cookies. And you need to roll them into little balls and place them on the parchment paper. You of course can mold them into different shapes. You can make them oval, or you can roll a little snakes and connect the cookies into a ring. I've seen it done this way. And then just to flatten it a little bit, I'm going to use that tool to make them slightly flat. Bake your cookies at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 150 degrees Celsius for just 10 minutes and take them out right away. And as you can see, they're going to be completely white. Then we can place a little dollops of icing into the middle of the cookie, into these little cavities, and then you can decorate them with whatever you want. You can put pistachios, you can put little roses, or you can put any types of dragées. Let your cookies cool completely before you package them, and then you can package them either in small bags or on some decorative plates or in this beautiful box. And we're gonna close the box, and I'm gonna tie a ribbon. And I had to go into my little garden and get a fresh rose to decorate this box even further. And I think this is gonna be a really thoughtful gift for somebody for Valentine's Day. First of all, it's something different. Second of all, it's absolutely beautiful. And third of all, it's delicious. So here we go. The rose goes onto the box and it's ready for gift giving. Happy Valentine's Day to you and to your loved ones. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.